Welcome back to Lawson's Car Reviews. This is Tristan. Today I have a 2019 Toyota Camry XSE, and it's the one with the 4-cylinder. So I have never driven a Toyota Camry in my whole life, and this is the first one. So I'm starting off with the 4-cylinder, then I'll move on to the 6-cylinder. Let's see, take this car for a drive, look around it, see how she does, and let you guys let me know what you think of it. What's good, YouTube? This hood is really light. Giddy up! So starting off at the front of the car, I love the new styling that Toyota is coming up with a much more aggressive grille. This is kind of a shiny gloss piano black, but I really like the way that they did the style. It makes the car not look as grandpa-ish as it used to in previous years. And if you look at the side profile of this, it's actually a really nice looking car. It looks more expensive than it is, and I love the body lines that come from here all the way down the car. Just gives the car a really sharp look. These wheels are very attractive, and they have low profile tires. So it's a 235 on the width of the tire and a 40 sidewall, and it's a 19-inch wheel. If you don't know what I mean when I say the tire size, this number here, the 235, that is how wide the tire is. So that helps you get more grip the wider the wheel is. And if it says 40, it means it's 40 millimeter thick. So the smaller that number, the thinner the tire is going to be. And usually you get a smaller number on more sporty cars. So following the car all the way around to the back, you can see that it has quad tip exhausts, which also gives the car a nice aggressive look. You get this XLE badge right here, and if we go ahead and open the trunk, you see it's got a wonderful trunk liner, and this trunk is between 14 and 15 cubic feet. I'll put the exact size on the screen. So it's not huge. Obviously it's a much smaller trunk than, say, a Chevy Impala or something like that, but it's definitely still nice. And you do have a moonroof. This is a really nice touch that they blacked out the roof. And you have the roof that goes back for the driver. You also have it goes back for the passenger too. So if you look here, this particular model has these beautiful red leather seats. And it also has a really nice soft armrest. And you get these air vents in the back, so that your kids will not burn up back here, and very nice decent sized pockets. Also, the door has automatic up and down for the front and the back of the car. So I really like the look of this interior. I think Toyota knocked it out the ballpark when it comes to that. Sorry about the glare. The dash also analog gauges. We'll go ahead and start the car. You'll see the gauges have a really nice look to them too. And the radio system as it starts kind of gives you this spaceship type feel. Infotainment system is quite nice, and you kind of have this faux carbon fiber on the dash. That is soft, like hard plastic. Everything else is soft touch. The glove compartment is also really nice looking, and then you get a 12 volt down here. You get USB down here too, so you get some great connectivity. And then I believe in this compartment you can wireless charge your phone. So this car comes with some really nice features, and an electronic e-brake. Now if you look under the, let's go ahead and open up the hood and take a quick look. car does have hood struts, and this is tried and true engine from Toyota, 4-cylinder. And if you look under the hood with me, the car actually comes with hood struts, and it's that 2.5 litre 4-cylinder with 201 horsepower and I believe 181 to 187 foot-pounds of torque. I'll put the specs on the screen along with the gas mileage and all of that good stuff. But the car drives very nice, and for everything that you're getting, this price just under $29,000, it's quite a deal. So without further ado, I don't want to talk about it too much. Let's go ahead and take this car for a spin and see how she does. Okay, so key fob is kind of standard Toyota key fob, nothing special, but it is push button start. So hold your foot on the brake down there, go ahead and press the start button, car starts right up. I will say that the seats in this car do look very good, and they are extremely comfortable. Let me turn the air down. Like extremely comfortable seats, so definitely cannot complain about the way that the seats feel or look. This red leather interior really gives the car more of a premium luxury style feel. Steering in this vehicle is quite light, lighter than I typically like, but at the end of the day, it is a family sedan. It's not a full-on sports car. So let's see how this thing does though on the streets and on the highway. The car does come with the 3 standard modes that most cars come with, you should be used to, which is Eco, Normal and Sport, as you can see down there. And the car does have a really smooth ride, so that is a wonderful thing. It doesn't ride as smooth as, say, the Acura that I drove a couple of months back, but it is pretty smooth. And I'm loving the way these seats feel. Being a taller guy, there is plenty of leg room in this car, that's for sure. And the steering wheel does tilt and telescope. But yeah, I am not wanting for space whatsoever in this car. The infotainment center is pretty good looking. It's not like super high-tech looking, but Toyota typically likes to keep their styling quite basic, and I like that they do that, because when you have the styling basic, then it makes the car age a lot better. When you try and do all of this extra fancy stuff with how the car looks, then 10 years down the line, it can start to make the car look really odd. So I do like that Toyota likes to keep with the typical styling, like basic styling. Also the dash, if you take a look, super clean. I love the analog gauges, and then you also get the digital gauges in the middle, which does show you the mile per hour and the radio and all of that good stuff. And if you switch it into sport or you switch it into eco, it does change what it's showing on the dash layout. So that is a nice touch. Steering wheel is a good size, a good thickness. Sometimes you do get some steering wheels that are a little bit too thick, which makes them uncomfortable to hold, but this is a really good size steering wheel. And as I said, the seats are excellent. They are super comfortable. So I'm really impressed with the seating and how comfortable this car is in general. Now, being the 4-cylinder, it's obviously not the quickest thing. It only has 204 horsepower and I believe 181 or 187 foot-pounds of torque. I'll put the figures on the screen so you can see. I'll put the accurate figures on the screen. The gear shifter and everything look really nice. Everything in here, there are some hard plastics, but for the most part, everything feels really good. I can't really complain about the quality. And the armrest, also this beautiful red leather and you have a really big pocket on the center console, and then you've got 2 USBs right there on the inside, and you do have heated seats, which my heated seat shows to be on. I got no idea why they're on right now, but now I know why I'm so dang hot. Now this car does get excellent gas mileage. So figures will show on the left side of the screen right now. You can't complain about that. Obviously, if you go for the V6 XLE, then you are not going to get the same kind of excellent gas mileage that you're going to get in this 4-cylinder. But it is still good in the V6. It's just not as good. But for the sake of science, let me put my foot down for a second and see how this little baby 4-cylinder with no turbo gets up. There we go. Uno, dos, tres. Well, my foot is flat to the floor. You do get quite a bit of torque steer, but if you are looking for a car that is quick, I would say that this is not the one. Definitely go for the V6, because the V6 model actually has a shade over 300 horsepower. So this car is not the car to get if you're wanting to be able to go fast. This is strictly a highway, good gas mileage car, not a car to race anybody in. So I'm telling you that up front, so you don't buy this and be disappointed because it's not fast enough for you. Also wanted to point out, guys, that the moonroof in this car is awesome in this thing. Let me go ahead and show you how it works. So you do one press and it moves the roof all the way back. Do another press and it will open the driver's side. Slide that back. Sorry about the wind noise. And then if you do the other button just right over here, you can slide and like close the passenger's shade. So it's really cool. It really brightens up the car and it makes it feel like it's way bigger than what the car actually is while you're driving it. So now that I have the roof open, look how much more space it seems like we've got in the vehicle. As I said, when a car is all dark and dingy on the inside, it makes it feel like you don't have as much space. But as soon as you open up this moonroof, even if you have it closed but you just open up the shade, it makes the car so much more spacious. And once again, I have to say, I love the way that the interior of this car looks. I think it's awesome. Let's go ahead and test this car's 0 to 60. Go. Okay, like I said, this car is not to race anybody in. Trust me on that. It's got very smooth power delivery. As long as the wheels are lined up straight, you don't get very much torque steer. However, it did take me, I would say, around 8 to 9 seconds to get to 60 miles an hour. So if somebody pulls up to the light on you in maybe a 2020 Honda Accord Sport, don't race them, because that car almost has 300 horsepower. As I said, the V6 model of this has 300, I believe it's 301 to 304 horsepower. So that obviously is much quicker than this car. As I said, it's extremely comfortable. Seats are electric for the bottom and for the back. This particular model has electric seats on the passenger side too. And as I said, seats do come heated, but they are not cooled. And it's overall just a very comfortable, very nice car. Let me give it another pull. Of course, my phone alarm is going off right now. Yeah, overall, I think that this is a decent family car. It's definitely smooth enough, definitely gets the good gas mileage. It checks all the boxes as far as what you want out of a car like this. And for the price that it's stickered for, which is a shade under 29,000, and it's very low miles, I believe it's only like 18,000 miles, it's quite a good deal for what you're getting. So I am impressed with the overall package that this car brings. I'm going to put my overall score up on the screen right now, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and comment, because it helps the channel to grow, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.